What's up, nail friends? And today's video is an old set I did about 1.5 years ago, and then I just saved the video to show you guys when I wanted or needed a video, and now is the time since I'm about to have my baby. So I've been planning ahead and filming and editing just so I can take a little bit of time off YouTube without missing my schedule. So this is a color change, which means I'm filing down her past set to a thin clear base, and then we're going to apply on top. So I'm just using a carbide bit. I used this bit to shorten the nail and to file down to that clear base. You're going to want to be careful when you do this, not to file into her natural nail, but that's why you apply the clear base down first, just so you never do that. So after I've filed that thin, I'm just taking my Glitterbels metal file board and I'm just refining the sidewalls, bring them in a little bit and the tip. I'm shortening the nail, I'm filing around those crystals, and then I'm going to use clippers that I think you guys saw in the very beginning of me clipping those off. So you're just going to want to use some old nail clippers. So these are just used to remove crystals because they get kind of dull when you remove the crystals. They get kind of ruined, but that's all I use them for. So after that, I'm just filing this down thin again to try to get to my clear base so we can apply on top. Refine the shape so they're not so wide, because then I want them to be like nice and tapered. And yeah, so lift up your e-file often so you're not burning your client. I ask my client often, is this hot? Is this warm? Does this hurt? Because I never want to burn my client. So always check in with your client and make sure that they're still comfortable. And this video is sped up. I did edit this video a long time ago and saved it. So the style is a little bit different than my normal style of video because of that. Normally I've been doing a lot more real-time, slow, detailed videos, but this was edited a long time ago. So after I filed down her nails, I just switched to a sharp bit here just to get even more of that color thinned out. It's not really going to matter. We're going to be covering that up anyway, but I just like to make the nails as thin as possible before starting. So I'm using a cuticle tool to push her cuticle skin back, and then I'm using this diamond bit to get the cuticle up and remove some of the shine. I do this on all the nails, and you can reverse your e-file to go down the other side if you want to. Whatever works best for you. After that, I'm switching to this flame bit. We sell flame bits on the Nail Throne if you guys are looking for flame bits. I'm going down the one side with that. Then I reverse my e-file and going down the other side with that. Just carefully, you just want to get up as much skin as you can. And then I've switched here to a ball bit, which I'm gently just going around, and this will help remove any extra little pieces you missed. And then I'm just brushing off the rest of the nail so there's no dust left behind. Then you're going to want to cleanse all the nails, make sure you get all that extra dust off before starting, because if you try to apply on a dusty nail, your nails will just lift. After that, I've applied my Glitterbels dehydrator, and then I'm going to be going in with the acid-free primer as well. And then a super thin clear base so that when my client came back, I could just file again back down to the clear base and start again. So I'm picking up a small bead with my Glitterbels number 12 brush at the very tip of the brush, sticking it near the cuticle area, wiping off my brush, and then flattening that and just pulling it down. This doesn't need to be perfect or anything. We're just covering this completely up. This is just a really thin base coat. The first color I'm going to go in with today is called Blue Velvet. I absolutely love this one. It's a shimmery blue. It's a staple. I'm picking that up and placing that near the cuticle area. This set is kind of like a peacock marble design, so that's kind of what I'm going for in this set. So I just like to place a color down at the cuticle area before going in with marbling. I'm going to be using the olive branch, this really pretty green. It's kind of an underrated color, but it's really beautiful. Placing that down and then going in with the blue velvet and swirling those colors together with a wet brush. Place down and then swirl right away with your blue. And that's how you get really nice marbles if you keep it nice and wet. You don't want it wet enough that it's dripping, but you don't want it dry. Then I'm taking the Glitterbels Emily glitter. This is a beautiful green and blue chunky glitter, and I'm just placing that on the nail as well for some color. I'm going to be using these glitters from the nail team, Chameleon Flakes in blue, but they have like a purple and green shimmer to them, so I thought they'd be perfect to add into the set for more of a peacock look. And I'm just going over top of that glitter I already placed down with those. On the middle finger, I'm going to be doing a half marble, so I'm kind of doing the same design at the very, very top, getting my cuticle looking nice. I guess I kind of just rushed it there and didn't place my bead down first like I did on the other one. I'm just going to do like a marble on the top and then a glitter fade at the bottom. So I'm just fading that down, and then we're going to add in our green olive branch and our blue velvet. Kind of swirl those together, clean up the sides, and then we're going to go in with some glitter. So I'm using the Emily glitter at the very tip to start here, placing that down, pushing that up the side, not trying to make it like perfect because I'm going to be going in with this glitter called Nicola. It is a beautiful purple with like big chunky bluey purple glitters in them. It's so pretty. I love this one so much. So I'm placing that up the bottom and kind of like fading that up into the Emily color. So that's how they look so far. So on the pointer finger, I'm going to be going in with Emily. I picked up a big bead. This is a pre-mixed glitter, so it's already mixed with clear acrylic, so you don't need to dip into clear first. You just place it down on the nail and then maneuver the product where you want it. So I'm just patting and pulling this down the nail, and the skin and fingers will look dry at this point because we did cleanse. So we will replenish the oils at the end of service, like always. So I'm just patting that down, making sure my tip is even, full coverage. And then I'm going to pick up some of these angel shards. So I've cut them up. That's kind of like mylar flakes in a square sheet that you cut up into the shape you want. Some people are using it for the Aurora nails that you've been seeing around. So I just cut this up and placing it in the nail. Just make it look extra shiny when the nail is finished. Like a little glass nail. That's how they look so far. Super, super pretty. I guess I didn't film what I did on the pinky, but it was just the Nicola glitter with the Chameleon Flakes on top at the cuticle area faded down. So now we're going to encapsulate these nails. I picked up a pretty big bead because these nails are more like salon length. They're not super, super long. Placed it near the cuticle area, and then I'm just feathering this down, getting full coverage of the tip, patting and pulling the product so it's nice and even. I like to apply so I have minimal finish filing to do at the end. And then I'm just going to repeat that on the other nails. Like I said earlier, this video was edited a long time ago, so I did skip finish filing. I do have tons of videos of finish filing, so if you guys are looking for finish filing videos, watch some of my latest videos of the real-time stuff, because that's where I show finish filing. So now we're jumping in and adding some crystals. So I decided to do crystal clusters on her ring finger and her middle finger. This client is super easygoing. She lets me do whatever I want, so I always got to design her sets and do whatever, and she was always down for anything. So she was one of my favorite clients. That's why I kept her for so long as a model, just because she was extremely easygoing and liked every color that I liked and let me do whatever I wanted. So I miss her a lot. But yeah, so I'm just applied some gel down, and then I applied a bunch of different colored crystals that kind of like match the set. And then I'm just adding in some of those little beads. They just make everything look really pretty when you add these little beads in as well. And I do both her hands slightly different, so I'll show you guys that at the end. After that, I'm going to give that a cure. And I repeated that on her middle finger as well. So now we can top coat these. This is how they look. And I'm going to be going in with my Glitter Balls No Wipe top coat. I love top coating. You can really see all the beautiful glitter showing through and everything you've done. Make sure you don't get top coat on your crystals. I say that in every video. You just don't want to ruin them because they're genuine, and you'll kind of ruin the shine of them if you do. And yeah. After applying top coat to all the nails, I give them a cure. I let them sit about a minute before applying my cuticle oil, and then I have my client wash their hands. Unfortunately, I don't have the video footage of the finished set, but here's a photo, and then I will show you the top hand. So both hands are different. You guys saw me doing the bottom hand here, and then the top hand is the same but different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.